Hi, I'm Lillian McMorris, and welcome to the Lillian McMorris Show. We are so happy that you joined us, and as you know, we highlight events and programs and people that are making a difference right here in Southern Nevada. I am so blessed. Our show today is going to be, we're highlighting Girl Scouts, so you get to learn a little bit about Girl Scout cookies and where to get them and how good they are, and they've got some new flavors. We're also going to talk about the importance of being an organ donor. So supporting people who need a kidney, a heart transplant, you never know. So it's very important that you be an organ donor. We're going to talk a lot about that, actually. But my first guest had dreams. He had visions. He had paper. He wrote it down, and he put it in a film. An independent film. It's called From the Inside Looking Out. Please meet Mr. Lamont Faison.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. I attended your rollout of your trailer.
Yes.
And it was very nice.
Thank
you. When you edited that, you caught the emotional, what was it, like 3 minutes?
Yeah, about 2 minutes.
Yeah,
and 20 seconds.
of different phases of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you have to do, obviously, is to capture your audience so they want to see it.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm one of those people. You captured me. I want to see it.
I appreciate that.
Tell me a little bit about it, because I know this was a dream.
Mm-hmm.
And you work toward it every day.
Yes, absolutely. The movie is about, basically in a nutshell, it's about choices. At one point, I worked for Nevada Department of Corrections. And while I was working there, I looked at all these individuals and I always asked myself, wow, look at the choices that they made. And then I thought about my life and some of the decisions that I made. Mm-hmm. However, I came out of it. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to put a film out that was going to allow us to be successful mm-hmm. and also think about the choices before we make them.
Right.
And so when I came up with From the Inside Looking Out, I did just that. I started with 2 characters. The 2 individuals both come from the same neighborhood, South mm-hmm. Central Los Angeles.
Right.
Both have the same opportunities. However, both made different choices in life, and obviously 2 different outcomes.
Mm-hmm. How long is the movie?
The movie's about 1 hour and 45 minutes.
You managed to cut it down to 1 hour 45? Because see,
yes.
I remember the story
yes,
about the more you wrote,
yes.
it was like 10 hours.
That movie was about 2 hours, I think 29
right.
minutes of dialogue
mm-hmm.
alone. So that means that movie would have been almost 3 hours long.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I learned the hard way because, they told me you can't put a film out like that and you shoot it.
Right.
And, so
No.
Yes,
now, an independent film, how difficult is it? How difficult was it for you? You can speak for yourself.
It was challenging because typically in Hollywood or people that's working on a movie set, mm-hmm. you have several people working for you in different functioning aspects of the on set. Mm-hmm. In this case, we didn't have that. It was myself and my assistant, Gail Mitchell. Mm-hmm. And, so it was challenging because she wore a lot of hats and then I wore the other hats. And so we'd bump heads with each other, go back and forth. Uh-huh. But at the end of the day, we both had the goal in mind of having a nice product and making sure that the message that we want to deliver is actually sound.
Now, you shot it all locally.
Yes.
Some in the community and some in the studio.
Yes.
So let's talk about that, how you chose your places and how challenging it was to keep with the storyline as to where you would shoot and the people, the mm-hmm. characters that were placed there.
Right. I think initially I had a DP, Kelly Swartz. Mm-hmm. We shot the first scene, I believe, in Indie Film Factory.
Yes.
It was a jail scene. Mm-hmm. And his crew.
Wasn't the jail still there that night we went there?
It seemed like it, right? But I think what happened is they created a beautiful set for us. Listen, I didn't see the set until I actually got there to direct it.
Oh, wow.
And we were taken back by it. It was awesome. And it was perfect for what I envisioned. Okay. When I had the individual.
That's a good thing.
Right. When I had the individual incarcerated, it was a perfect setting. And so we shot the first 2 or 3 scenes at Indie Film Factory.
Yeah, in the studio.
Inside the studio itself. Right. All the other locations really wasn't that difficult. Okay. I kind of put it in my head, knew they were outside or in the house, someone's house. Mm-hmm. But I think Kelly Swartz is the guy that allowed me to free myself and go out there and shoot the rest of my film. I think he's an awesome individual.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He really is. And I like what he does to independents who are doing things, and they allow them to come in at a decent price. He does
absolutely.
It,
I mean, he does. He does not try to, he's not greedy.
Right.
He has an excellent spirit. Yeah. And he wants to help you.
And that's a key word right there. He helps you out.
Right.
Because I've noticed that on a couple of other individuals who have gone there, and they're kind of green, and he will input and help
absolutely.
out. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So where do you go from here? Where does From the Inside, let's say 2 questions. Where does From the Inside Out go from here?
Well, the first thing we're doing, we're actually in post-editing right now. So we're finishing up the movie. And
when do you think we get to see it?
I want to say probably December of this year,
All right.
2015. We're working hard, raising some more money to get the post-editing finished, and then we're getting out there. We're ready to make it happen.
You're ready to make it happen.
Absolutely. But I've already taken a storyline to the schools where I talk to young men in the inner city schools and young ladies in the inner city schools and talk to them about choices. And, you know, we have that phrase that's on the back of the shirt or right before the trailer that says there's one universal truth about life, and that is life is about choices.
Life is about
that's
choices.
What I continue to preach on a consistent basis. So my movies are pretty much just storytelling. You know, if I was writing a book, I would say the same thing. You know, that life is about choices, and you control your destiny by the choices that you make.
That's true.
And I absolutely believe that. And so through my filmmaking, through my script writing, that is the message that I always want to convey, whatever type of film that I make. Absolutely.
So where do you go from here? Writer, producer?
Right. I'm working on a new script already. And so in a couple of months, we'll be shooting. I can't tell anybody about it. But
don't tell.
Yeah,
don't
but
tell.
we'll be ready to shoot again. So I'm at home. I was the day typing, getting it together. So I'm ready to go.
You're ready to
I'm
go.
ready to go.
You're just going to move up the ladder.
Absolutely.
Pretty soon, my little set, I'm be looking at you on the big screen and on the big set and say, you know what? I interviewed him. On the red carpet. I saw him.
But you never forget the people that help you get started. And for me, that's important. And loyalty is important.
How can we help you? Because I know you're raising funds. So how can we help the community help
Well,
you?
they can go to the website from the inside looking out, themovie.com. There's a donate button. There's PayPal. We also have merchandise on there, shirts, movie posters.
Doggone, I forgot to bring my shirt, so I wanted to show it.
Okay. And so they can do that, and that's how they can assist us. And if they just want to donate, write out and donate, then they can do that as well.
Okay, well, we're going to give the website, and it's called From the Inside Looking Out the Movie.com. From the Inside Looking Out the Movie.com. And it's all about choices. So, and when you see the movie, I recommend that families take their kids, specifically junior high, high school, where they're really at that thought pattern and may make a mistake in a choice.
Right, absolutely.
From the Inside Looking Out, it's an independent film. Don't miss it. It'll be coming out probably December. Probably talk to you before then. For more information, 702-726-0552. That's 702-726-0552. Website from the Inside Looking Out the Movie.com. Thank you so much for joining me. We wish you the best and get you some money there and work on your next independent film.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We're going to take a little break and we'll be right back. The Lillian McMorris Show is produced by Tego and Associates Productions. Multi-camera shoots either in our studio or on location. That's Tego and Associates Productions. Give us a call at 702-509-7728.
We're here to help. We can help you build a beautiful mobile app and mobile website. Rely on our expertise to handle everything from start to finish affordably and professionally. Contact us for a free demo to see what an app for your business would look like.
And welcome back. As I told you, we're going to have a serious segment here. We're going to talk about the importance of organ donation. So Alma Rodriguez is our guest. Welcome, Alma.
Thank you.
And Alma is a multicultural outreach coordinator for Nevada Donor Network.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Let's talk about that. You know, every day you come across people and you kind of have to educate them about how important it is for them to be a donor. So let's share with our audience, how important is it to become a donor?
It's very important, especially in the multicultural ethnicity. We have a lack of potential donors, but the need is extremely high.
Okay.
I can tell you on a personal level, I was needing a donor. And I come from a Hispanic background.
Right.
I didn't have the education that I needed, even though I was born and raised here. I had no idea what organ donation was or how it worked until I needed it. And now I have a son who is 6 years out. 2 years ago, I was granted the opportunity to join Nevada Donor Network.
Okay.
I started there as a data compliance coordinator. Then the multicultural outreach coordinator position was created for Nevada Donor.
Okay.
And I figured it's time to give back It's time to give back to my community, to our people.
Right.
They call us minorities.
Right.
I use multicultural.
Multicultural.
Yes.
And how do you educate our multicultural society the importance of being a donor?
I try to bring it home for them.
Okay.
In the African American community, for example, we are high prone to diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney disease.
I have a godson who's on the list, needs a kidney right now, so this is very close to me.
Exactly. Yeah. You see, and that's exactly the importance that we need, and that we need to educate and promote, that we need it. We need it.
But if there's not a donor there, then the recipient is just waiting.
Exactly. So right now,
why do you think there's a deficit? Why do you think that people of color are not organ and tissue donors?
Because they don't have the education. They're not aware of how high the need is.
Okay.
Right now, we have 57% of the 123,000 people currently waiting for a life-saving gift organ transplant. 57% of them are minorities.
How do you re-educate that 57% that the body is not going to be defamed? It's not going to look any different than it would ordinarily look, and we're not going to kill somebody purposely just for their kidney or lungs or whatever.
Right, whatever's
is needed.
or whatever the myth is. So we do have a huge myth that the body's going to be disproportionate.
Right.
I can guarantee, just by what I've experienced and what I've seen through my training and education, that we treat our FSC coordinators, our organ procurement coordinators, treat the body with respect at all times. We try to minimize the physical appearance of the body in case the family does want to have an open casket ceremony or they want to have a viewing. We try to minimize the look. So technically the incision would be like if they were having an autopsy.
Okay.
So it's
you
not
don't
any
see that
different.
anyway. It's
Right.
not
Right.
any different. And that's so good to see. What is the most, we know we need organ, eye, tissue donors. What is the most that you need?
Here in Nevada, our
in
highest
Nevada.
number that we know of would be kidneys. So we currently have more than 500 patients waiting for a kidney transplant.
Wow.
And it's very unfortunate because we have only a kidney transplant center here in Nevada. So what we recover and allocate, we export out. Everything goes out of the state.
Oh my. So how do our people get a kidney or an eye or any of those things?
So when we have an opportunity to recover, we try to extend the offer or a placement locally first.
Okay.
So our physician experts here from the transplant center will evaluate the
people
quality,
on the list?
Yeah.
Okay.
The quality of the organ as well for the safety of the patient that's waiting for our recipient.
Okay.
If not, we export out.
Wow. Well, you've got all the information here. You have the power to donate life. And it's easy as when you go get your driver's license or an ID, you put organ donor on it, correct?
Right.
And how else can you register to be a donor?
You can register through the website, which is nvdonor.org, or you can register at any of our events. We have paper applications because another myth that we face is the fact that if we have an identifier and we label ourselves as organ donors, something's going to happen to us or they're not going to save my life.
Yeah.
So we have the ability of not putting that little heart on the driver license for those that do not wish to be identified.
Right. And I noticed that in your brochure you do have the facts because people do believe the fiction.
Yes.
And we were talking about high blood pressure. An African American with high blood pressure is 17 times more prone to kidney failure than Euro Americans.
Yes.
Wow. And that's because of the diabetes and high blood pressure.
Yes, it's our history and our genes.
That's amazing. You've got a lot of good information in here, and believe it or not, there are many, many organs and tissues. It's heart, intestines. I didn't even know that one. That's a frightening thing. Really?
Yes. The lower part of the intestines can be transplantable.
Kidneys, liver, lungs, pancreas, the heart, and then the tissue, bones, cornea, heart valves, skin, tendons, and veins?
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes.
See, I'm learning something just reading it. Donated organs restore life. That's the one thing that we have to remember.
Yes.
Donated organs restore life.
To be a hero in your own story. Everyone has the potential to be a hero.
In your own story.
In your own story. Yes.
And that's helping someone else to live.
Yes. Give life after life because there is. I'm a strong believer of that. I have a testimony myself with my son.
Okay. Your son's 6, you said?
He is 8 years old, 6 years post.
6 years post.
Yes.
God bless him. Healthy, happy, running, playing, getting in trouble?
Thanks to that donor hero.
Donor heroes. That's what you can become, a donor hero. We want to thank you, Alma. You did a wonderful job. And thank you for sharing your story. Give your little boy a hug and a kiss for us, okay? God bless his soul. This is Alma Rodriguez, Multicultural Outreach Coordinator. And you can reach the Donor Network. This is Nevada Donor Network at nvdonor.org,
yes.
Correct? nvdonor.org. The telephone number is very easy. It's 855-NV-DONOR.
Thank you so much.
Yes. We thank you. We appreciate you for taking the time and coming and get your information. You can get it from the website, or you can call them through the phone number of 855-NV-DONOR and have them mail information to you. You can sign up on the website. You can sign up, of course, at the Department of Motor Vehicles, or if you want to do it on paper so no one knows that you're a donor, you simply contact Nevada Donor Network and donate life. That's what we ask you to do. You have the power to donate life. We'll take a little break and we will be right back.
We're here to help. We can help you build a beautiful mobile app and mobile website. Rely on our expertise to handle everything from start to finish affordably and professionally. Contact us for a free demo to see what an app for your business would look like.
And welcome back. We're going to have some fun now because I'm going to tell you, Girl Scouting, that has a lot to do with my background. I come from Girl Scouts, Brownies, Junior Scouts, just so much fun. Trips to Anaheim, trips to the beach. They learn so much, and you learn a lot. We used to have even a cooking class at what is now called NV Energy. Nevada Power would come out and give us, say, live by 3x5 cars, how to make hot chocolate, how to make different little things, and we learned how to cook with a for your cooking badge. Anyway, we're going to talk about Girl Scouts. I love Girl Scouts. Liz Ortenberger.
Yes.
CEO, Girl Scouts Nevada.
Yes. Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada.
Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada.
Yes.
I have an S in there, believe it or not. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. And you know what, Alyssa? You are just cute as a button. This is 12-year-old Alyssa, troop number 451. Thank you for being with us. I've heard so many good things about you. Why are you a Girl Scout?
Why I'm a Girl Scout is I love learning new things, especially with other girls my age, like the girls in my troop, and I just love learning new things, like how to cook and talk to people and sell Girl Scout cookies. It's fun.
So we're going to get you a badge for today. Do we have a media badge?
We do have a media badge.
I think they should go under one of the things that she can very plausibly have a new badge there.
Absolutely.
You know, I used to have a sash, troop number 88, badges all the way around coming up my back. Yeah, so where do you guys put your badges now? See, that's what I want to see. You put it on your vest.
Yes, we have here. I have one right here, and I have some
in the
on
back.
the back.
I see your community service badges on the back. What'd you do to get your community service badge? So you didn't think I knew that, did you?
Community service, you can do a lot of things. Like I donated canned food to one of those canned food drives, and that's what I did to help the community.
Help the community. I just want to know what specifically you did. That's a good thing. Giving back to the community is what I do, and I believe in my community. Liz, how do you get people, troop leaders, girls, oriented into scouting nowadays?
Yeah, so, we're obviously our environment is a lot different than it was in 1912 when Girl Scouting began, and there's a lot more opportunities.
I wasn't
for
there
girls.
then. Don't go there. I said scouting for a long time, but it wasn't 1912.
So we're really working on making sure that the model's relevant, not only for our girls, making sure that we're implementing STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, all kinds of things that girls want to learn, but we also need to make sure we're relevant for our volunteers.
Correct.
Because they're the lifeblood of our organization. Without our volunteer troop leaders, we would be nowhere. And that role model relationship, as you talked about before we began the interview, with those leaders is so important.
Yes,
so we're creating those models so that leaders can seamlessly volunteer with us and make an impact without having to have the time commitment they did in the 60s and 70s, because the world is a lot different today for adults and parents.
It certainly is, and a lot different for our young people, but the one thing that I can say about Scouting, it has withstood the time.
Yes.
And the changes we were talking about earlier, I said, we didn't have a choice. Brownies, you wore a little brown uniform. Junior Girl Scouts, it was green and white. It was green skirt with a white blouse
for
and the
juniors.
sash for juniors and the sash. But now you have lots of options that you can wear.
Yes, we have our choice. We can either wear a vest like what I'm wearing, or what you said earlier, we have the sash. And what else we wear is we wear khaki bottoms. I chose to wear a skirt today.
Okay.
And we have the white polo t-shirt. Now I'm a cadet, so I have a C for cadet right here.
Okay.
And this is our uniform.
Yes, that's very nice. Now, I saw in the book there's several things that you can order to enhance your uniform.
Yes, there is. There's several different things. There's way to kind of dress it up a little bit. I have a Girl Scout bow. I love this bow.
Yes, I see that.
Yes.
So you really like Scouting?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What about camping? See, that was
Camping
my
is a lot of
favorite, was
fun.
camping. I love the campfires and making s'mores and all kinds of good stuff and going out. We all went to Mount Charleston, Camp Fox.
Camp Foxtail.
Camp
Foxtail.
Foxtail.
See, I remember
Yes,
Camp
I'm
Foxtail.
super excited. I really want to go this year. I really want to go
She was
this
talking
year.
about me excited about it. You know, we're going to talk about my excitement right now. We were talking about my excitement about the cookies. See, look what you did. See?
Yeah, she's excited. She's excited.
Everybody should be excited about Girl Scout cookies.
That's right. Let's talk about it's Girl Scout cookie time.
It is.
That's what we used to say. It's Girl Scout cookie time. But we were allowed to go door to door, and things have changed. Liz, and you can chime in on this.
Yeah, so always everything that we've done with Girl Scouting since 1912 has been based on safety. And of course, as our world has changed, so has the way in which we do product sales. So girls still have the option to go door to door with an adult during daylight hours in their neighborhoods. So they know, you know who your neighbors are, and that's very safe. We also, this year, implemented Digital Cookie, a platform.
That's what we were talking about. I was telling my business partner, you can buy your cookies as a digitally, virtually. And she said, okay, I'll ship them. How do I get them? You know, so how do they do that?
So, well, the important thing of adding Digital Cookie was to allow that our girls are starting to learn those 24th century business skills, right? Because when they become young entrepreneurs, of which 80% of all female entrepreneurs were Girl Scouts. So when our girls enter those ranks, they're going to need 21st century skills, and certainly the digitizing of our world is going to be one of them.
Right.
So they actually are able to use the platform in two ways. One is they can send an invitation to someone within their contact list to buy cookies. You can order them and have them shipped to you. Or they can send an invitation for someone to buy cookies that they will deliver.
Okay.
Always the girl is involved in the transaction, so it's her contact list. It's not that you can just go on the website and find a URL and order cookies. A girl has to send you an invitation.
Oh, okay. Got
Yes.
it. Got it.
Yes.
And they always set up at my favorite grocery store, too.
Yes, we do.
Smith's Food King.
Yes.
Big table outside, lots of girls, lots of cookies.
Yes, and we'd love to thank Smith's because they do make it very easy for our girls to sell cookies there. They give us lots of weekends.
Yes.
Of which there are only 3 left this year.
But they're very prominent on the website. Because
They
the minute
are.
you go to the website, Smith's should come right up. 'Cause
Yes.
I always buy mine there on Rancho and Charleston.
Yes,
so.
and on our website you can find the cookie finder where you can put in your zip
code
code
and it tells
you
you
will
where
find
you
the
are.
troops.
Yep. So you're excited about that? How are your cookie sales? I was the best cookie seller, so how are yours?
They're going pretty good. I've been a Girl Scout for the past 5 years, and each year I've been a Girl Scout, I've actually sold the most in my troop, which is very
now,
exciting.
who's excited now?
Yes, I'm excited.
I know we have just a minute left, but those of you, and I say you because I'm not, on the healthy food and make sure you eat properly, these are the new Girl Scout cookies called Trio.
Yes.
And they're gluten-free.
Yes, they are a chocolate chip peanut butter oatmeal cookie.
Okay, that's a trio. Chocolate
Yes.
chip peanut butter oatmeal. Grand combination. Okay, I may try them. Nah. But then again, there's butter. And again, so go on the website, put in your zip code. You'll find a troop. You'll find a Girl Scout that sent or a Smith's Food King that has all the girls and the cookies right out front. And how long are you going to be selling?
We'll be selling for 3 more weekends, so I think officially the last day is March 9th.
Okay. And then after that, if we want them?
After that, you can always call the office, and we can see if we have Girl Scouts with extra inventory in your area.
And that a lot of that happens because you can't sell it, so you.
And also for folks that cookies may not be within your New Year's resolution or in your life plan right now, you can also, the girls do a great job. You can buy the cookies, and the girls, the troop, you can say, I'd like to donate them back. And lots of our troops are giving to the food bank, to the teen shelters, lots of different places.
That's what I noticed a lot of the leaders did last year.
Yes.
They had an overflow.
Mm-hmm.
Because these always run out, and I send my daughter down to the cookie. I need some shortbreads. And she said, Mom, they gave them all away. So I called, of course, and they said, oh, we donated them to blah, 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 which is understandable. I sure appreciate it. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you so much.
And Alyssa, you are just adorable. Thank you so much, and continue your glide up the Girl Scout pathway. You're going to have a lot of fun. A lot of fun, a lot of leadership skills. That is Girl Scouts of Southern Nevada. For more information, you can go to the website girlscoutsnv.org. That's girlscoutsnv.org, or simply give them a call at the office, 702-385-3677. That's 702-385-3677. And we'll give a shout out to Alyssa's Girl Scout troop, troop number 451. You're the best. We want to thank you so much for joining us today. We had a wonderful time, a great show. We thank our sponsors for making it possible, and that would be Paragon Gaming, Sands Corporation, Tego and Associates, 105.7, the old school 105.7. We want to say thank you to everyone, and make sure you keep watching the Lillian McMorris Show right here on Cox 96. We'll talk to you next time. The Lillian McMorris Show is produced by Tego and Associates Productions. Multi-camera shoots either in our studio or on location. That's Tego and Associates Productions. Give us a call at 702-509-7728.
We're here to help. We can help you build a beautiful mobile app and mobile website. Rely on our expertise to handle everything from start to finish affordably and professionally. Contact us for a free demo to see what an app for your business would look like.